Alright, he's gonna do a little street test. It ain't up to temperature yet, but I mean, he ain't really got much choice. He's got slicks on, so he can't drive it nowhere. So we just come up here a little straightaway. This is gonna pull up here and hit it. Alright, it snowed. Nothing else to do today. So I built these. This is just my first attempt. I'm gonna do them out of good metal. But see, I just needed something to hold that rod in place. I'm gonna make a plate to come up for that little pivot arm. See, made out of junk aluminum. Just cut it up into 10 snips. I just gotta build me a stop out of that right there. Alright, I'm having to do this with a saw. That sucks. Trying to cut through this. This was my pedal stop in my 64 with the throttle. Right there. Try to make it out of that instead. But this sucks. I mean, this blade is about as dull as it can get. I ain't got my cutting wheel. So, have to do it ghetto style. But, oh well. Alright, there it is. See, this is going to have another brace, but see, just like that, wide open throttle. See how it flexes a little bit. It's because that's all I had. I need something thicker, but that's it. See, that rod will come straight through here. Got it right there. I'll pull right back this way, straight in line. And that should clear the valve covers. Nah, maybe not. If it don't, I just pull this up a little higher. Out of junk, literally. Junk. See this? They don't look pretty. But it will when I'm done. I just know everything works now. Alright, the other day I was looking on Craigslist and seen this 660 for 60 bucks and offered a guy 50 and he took it. Yeah. 660 Holly for 50 bucks. That's crazy. But it's been set for a long time. Ain't been run. It ain't seized up, so that's good. But I'm gonna rebuild it right now, clean it up, polish it, jet it to what I think needs to be jetted to. I'm gonna put the different style bowls on it and make this into a single carb setup instead of for a tunnel ram. But I'm gonna put the different bowls on it, put a meter and plate on the secondary side for jets, get rid of the old style secondary plate that's in it. Probably going to go with 72 or 74 primaries because that's usually what these are like, because there's no power valve. Got to put an accelerator pump on it. Just a secondary T-slot. Just do a rebuild on it and then put it on the S10 and dial it in, get it running good, and then maybe take it with us to the track. But I couldn't pass up an opportunity to get a 660 for that cheap. Anybody's ever bought one, you know how expensive these carburetors are. Crazy. But so what I'm going to do, rebuild it in the cold because I'm bored. Alright, got the base plate off. Some sections right here. I'm going to clean and polish everything up, especially down in there in the barrels. Always remember to pull. Always remember to pull the shooters out, because there's always crap clogged in them when they sit for a long time, and I'll show you in a minute. I'll just take this real quick, show you. They're always clogged. See right there? The hole's closed up. That one's open. That one's clogged. Clogged. Almost always like that. Now I'm working on base plate. Cleaned it. I got this cleaned up. Not all the way yet, but pretty good. I'm gonna go with the final clean. I'm just getting all the big thick stuff off first, and clean out all their passageways, high speed, low speed air bleeds. All that. These look like they've been drilled. See that? Probably didn't idle all that great, so they drilled them. You can fix that with just a piece of welding wire stuck down in it. Alright, got the center section cleaned up pretty good. I don't have my big table mounted wire brush that I usually use to polish everything up, but I'm using a drill. It works pretty good. So we'll clean all that up. And I ain't got my air compressor fitting, so I'm using my airbrush running to that compressor, blowing all the little portholes and stuff out, idle circuits and all that. I mean, this one ain't got to be spotless. This is for me. I don't much care how pretty. All right, put it all back together. Meter and plate, 73 jets, and see, these are the bowls that I'm using, the newer style bowls. I'm gonna put a meter and plate on the secondary side too. So, put them together. All right, there it is. Put a meter and plate on the secondary side, 73 jets, block off power valve. This is off of 800, but that's all I had, so it don't make no difference. They're all the same. This is off the 660 original, block off plate, 73 jets. I will have to adjust the floats, I'm pretty sure. This one, especially. But it's all cleaned up and cleaned up enough. I'm gonna put it on the S10, see if I can get it running. Another thing, a lot of these 800s are double pumper carburetors with these center hung float bowls. Got these in them. Take these out. They're inside there. All they are is a restriction for fuel flow. They're filters, but they suck, so take them out. And if you're doing a conversion like this on 660, never forget the 60cc accelerator pump. I mean 50cc accelerator pump. So, there we go. Let's test it. Yep. Alright, got a bolt on here. Second. I'm going to turn the fuel pump on, see if there's any leaks. It's amazing. Nothing leaks, see? We got fuel. But not a leak one. That's incredible. I'm going to try to start it. Alright, fire it. See, the throttle ain't hooked up, so he can't pump it. So just fire it. There you go. From setting for many years to running again. Can't really rev on it till the engine's warm, but that's just barely. As soon as you touch it, it's in both just like with that 1-to-1.
Yeah.
But it works. So cool. There you go. From junk back to running again.
What?
From junk back to running again.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are, out here today. And I'm gonna polish my rod journal with 2000 grit sandpaper and shoestring. Show you how to do that. And put a new bearing back in it.
New bearing? One new bearing. That's all Asheville had.
Yeah, I had to wait for him to get it in.
Yeah, I had to order that.
So I hope all the other ones is good.
Pretty sad, ain't it?
So we got a race on the 29th.
Yep.
April 29th.
April 29th.
So we got to fix this, fix 57, fix leaf springs on this, put tires on it in 29 days.
Other than that, we're ready. We ain't got 29 days. We ain't got no full.
We got weekends, but I'm saying
3 weekends or something like that. It ain't.
so
enough.
6 days.
It ain't enough. So.
No, but I work to do that with Kerry Fox. So I'm getting a welder, so I'll be able to weld that. We're going to fix it to where it runs off of a big generator that we got to buy. We got a plan.
If the moons will line up, we'll be all right.
If not, then we'll leave it broke like that. Stick a 57 or my car on the back where it's light, and Colton will pull my car with a trailer. Either way, we'll be there. This thing would go with my car on the back of it, no problem with them springs like that.
We hope.
It will. It'll have to.
The moons line up the moons.
Yeah. Alright, so what to do, get your 2000 grit sandpaper, leave some oil on it, or some WD-40, cut you a strip like this, fits right around the rod journal. I'm laying in mud. And take your shoestring, flat shoestring, wrap it around with the sandpaper on the rod journal, and just pull it. That polish it right up. So there ain't no bad scratches on this thing at all. I can't hardly feel them. Just a couple little, but that'll polish it up. So we're gonna see right now in a second. See, do it just like this. That's Dad playing with his 57. See if I can set this camera where you can see.
Bumping around on every one of them.
Alright, after further evaluation, see that piece right there? Hold on, I don't know if you can see it. See that? That's a piece of bearing sticking out on number 6. And then back here, number 7. Yep, I think I see some bearing sticking out there too. Nope, that's all. Check it here. Should not make that sound. I think this one polished up pretty good.
I tell them the chances that 2 or 3 of them not hurting the crank is very slim. So we got to get us a damn. We're sitting here plotting a new plan now.
Either throw 283 in it or put the 327 in it. I want to build a 327. But yeah, we're debating now whether to yank us out of here.
Ain't that a suck out come?
Figures.
Something in the bag.
No. See, that's skull. Anything that can't happen will happen.
That's damn March 8th, 16th, 18th. Bad.
I just yank everything out of this and put in the other motor, whichever one. Well, I know the 283's already got the high volume pump. It's already got all the good stuff in it. It's all stock bottom and stuff, but I know it'll turn 9. I've buried the needle.
Yeah, he's running shit on that ball motor. Just won't make as much compare, but it'll make more kazoom.
It might make more power with that cam.
It had a shitty set of heads on it, and this cam is pretty big for a damn 283.
It's a lot big for a 283. It recommends 360 to 430 something cubic inch motors.
It's big for a 283. She's spin, oh boy. If it didn't hit nothing, I don't think it hit nothing.
It should have no clearance issues.
Fuck shit.
Oh, there you go.
Put them heads on the 15,000 head gaskets, squished it in a little.
What else it gets? Oh, I got the head gaskets. I got the little thin head gaskets I bought to put my 292 heads on it. But you can't put 292s on the 283. That's way too much head.
Yep. About the
you got to have these.
15,000.
Bought the little skinny one, 10,000s or 15,000. They're real skinny.
Probably 15.
I was trying to bump up my compression.
Oh crap! That's what we're talking about. That's just how it does. Twist of fate.
Good thing is though, I can pull everything out of this, and that one's already on the motor stand. Just take all this crap off of it and stick on that one. Maybe have it done today.
Have it done today.
If I get it, this thing comes apart quick.
I know, but it's damn 2 o'clock.
It's 3:30.
3:30. Yeah.
You don't get dark till 8 though. Well, can't do nothing, just laying here. Let me get to it. No disaster.
It ain't no disaster. Just a knockety.
Too much RPM.
Just a peggedy knockety. That's all.
Everybody told me do a burnout in second gear, turn it up.
I don't know really what caused it to do that. Could be a multiple of damn things.
Maybe it's these ARP rod bolts that have been rebuilt a bunch of times. They've stretched. They're torqued right.
Seems like you always have a problem with $100 shit.
Yeah, I've never spun nothing no stock.
Yeah, stock shit works pretty damn good, but who knows? There's no rhyme or reason.
Well, we're going back to stock junkie again. I'm done with ARP.
Damn it.
All right, I'm out of here. And there it is, folks. We dug it out. And I remember us tearing it down further than what we did. See, these pistons is locked up. Pistons is definitely locked up, especially back here. That nice rust ring around it.
small bouncer, and then oil filter adapter. But a 4-bolt. Alright, we're trying to get this thing freed up where it'll roll over so I can measure the stroke. I can't figure out what this son-of-a-bitch is. So the VIN numbers are for 350, but look at the pistons. It's got forward crank. It's got good, like, oh, the pink rods. It's and a small bouncer and one of them converters for a screw-on filter.
Yeah, and a small bouncer.
Yeah,
Good set it. I bet my shit.
Go bigger.
So big as I got.
All right, it's recording. This motor has never been apart, never been marked.
Never been apart. They got a number 1.
So,
Just to say, it's a virgin.
it is from 1968. How many of them you know?
Last time it was touched was by the men in the GM plant. That's some shit, ain't it?
You want to do it?
Yeah, didn't like this. Sure, brother. Hey. There, I've only had them for 25, 30 years. 25, 30 years, give or take. Will this motor ever run again? That's the
I don't know. It's looking more and more like I'm about to put a 283 in it.
These kind of questions have to be asked. Will it ever run again?
Oh, it'll run again if it's a 327. The stroke so far is measured for 327.
You hope to put one piston's not all the way at the top. It is all the way down, so I'm not sure.
But the crank, I mean, it could be partially on its way back up. What?
It's a notch there. Yeah.
Double notches?
Look how perfect it is.
Yeah, it is.
Does that bearing got 2 notches in it?
No. But look, folks, it's a GM bearing.
Yeah, it's still in the silver too.
GM 400. GM M 400. 5419B. Let's see how many more we can get out so we can get this piston out now. The pistons, these pistons are stopping it.
Oh man, it's fucked up on the back.
But see, those are the only two that stuck. See, this is how real gas motors are done. We didn't call an order nothing.
Yep.
Having to knock it apart from setting since 1969.
Real as it gets right there. It's old school. That ain't no more old school. It don't get no old school.
But when I did the other one, when I hit the
Well, I know we go around the outside like twice.
I think it's gonna go.
Roll over and get it from the back.
Alright, we was able to get it loose and got a few pistons out of it. Then come across this. I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's raised up?
There's the bearing out of the rest of the pistons. See that? Oh, look at this one.
That's a cleave out.
Thicker and it's a cleave out. But the motor ain't never been apart and ain't been marked. So what the fuck?
Unless it spun a rod bearing and somebody did what I did. Just pulled it off and put a different bearing on it.
Put it down. Well, I'm what I mean. See what
And
that
didn't mark
bearing is,
it.
see if that's a 20 under.
Alright.
Yeah, but I mean, how would you? Okay, if it spun a rod
But
bearing.
look at the look at the coloration. Look how smooth this is versus this.
That's what I mean.
See the
I mean,
difference?
if it spun right there, how would you know it just spun 20 or 10 more or 20 under? Unless you just, I mean, shit, that makes no sense. I mean, if it makes a place on a crank like that, you're gonna take a crank out of it. I mean, you wouldn't just like say, well, I'm gonna get a 20 under bearing and stick beside that 10 under bearing or the standard. Maybe these are 10. I don't know. It looks like it's a 20. So if that doesn't stand,
I got a 20 right there in that box.
well, I'm just saying, if that's a standard and it's a 20, it spun a rod bearing, they put a 20 in it. Just look this number up and see what that thing is.
Oh, well, let me go ahead and take the rest of these out.
What the hell? Ain't no shit like that.
I still can't get it to where I go top dead center and measure the stroke. I'm hoping for a 3.2,
It ain't over.
3.24.
We're still fighting with it.
327 strokes what I'm hoping
Fight's
for.
still on. Fight ain't over with.
So, still don't know what this is yet. I can't measure the stroke because it keeps getting stuck on that one piston that will not come out. And so I'm thinking about just pulling the crank and everything out, and then try to knock that piston out. But here is the pistons out of the motor. See it right there? See, and here's one out of a 350. See, they're a bit different. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna go home and look up everything, look up the stuff on the pistons. I got some numbers. Look and see. 3942579. The tops of them say CAM Z-16 with a 17 under it. So, wait a minute. This looks like they've been milled down, don't it? This motor's a freaking mystery, dude. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Please be a 327. But I am going to take the 283, put all my motor, put my cam, heads, intake, everything off of my 355 and put it on the 283, well, 30 over 283, and put that in the car for the race. And the car's going to be real heavy, but it's going to have to be what it be. And then I'll build this one. So that'll get me through April 29th race. I mean, I know it ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna hardly run, but we'll see. I know I can turn that motor through the roof though, and it'll stay together. Already done it a few times. Buried the needle, stock bottom in, buried the needle on the tack. The tack went to 88,000, something like that. So we'll see. You can put a rev limiter in it.